If you open YouTube and scroll down for no more than 5 seconds, you will see multiple videos of Range Rover L322s in various states of disrepair. About a year ago, for example, Harry's Garage really got the L322 ball rolling in the UK with his TD-V8 long-term update, and recently the likes of It's Joel, Drive Tribe's Izzy Hammond, High Peak Autos, and the Top Dead Centre guys have featured multiple L322s on their channels. And even us on the Auto Alex side of things are just as bad, because Rory owns this one, Taylor used to own that one, and now I'm going to show you yet another Range Rover L322. But before you put your phone down, wipe your bum and continue on with your day, give yourself a few more minutes, because the L322 I'm about to show you isn't only interesting because of its 4.4 litre petrol V8. Suspect is visual. Stay there! Stop running!
I'm arresting you under suspicion of owning too many shit boxes. You do not have to say anything. Anything you do say may be used against you if relied upon later in a court of law.
Okay,
right.
Cut. Cool. Nice. Yeah. Lunch! So as you can tell, this particular L322 belongs to a very good friend of mine, Luke Scambler of Garage of Luke. Go check it out on YouTube. But this car did not always belong to you, did it?
No, it didn't, because this car has a bit of a story. There is a reason that there are currently some illuminated blue lights at the front of the vehicle, because it used to look a little bit more like this.
Wow.
Because this, from 2003 to 2007, belonged to Cheshire Police.
Fantastic. Have you been in contact with Cheshire Police?
I have been in contact with Cheshire Police. I bought it, put it on my Instagram. They immediately reached out to me through some members of staff of theirs, basically saying, oh, I know that car. I know that reg. That used to go up the M6 between Knutsford and Sandbach services and pull people over back in the early 2000s.
Ooh,
so,
very nice.
Yeah.
So tell me, how long have you had it? How much have you paid for it? And also, what are your plans?
So I have had this now, I think, for 3 months. I got this from a lovely old couple called Janet and Reg up in Wakefield. I bought it for an online auction and paid 500 of my finest pounds for it.
Which has got to be one of the cheapest L322s.
I mean, well, running,
running,
working,
yeah.
in any way functional, yeah. And also, I was really surprised that I got it for so cheap because it's such a low mileage car.
Is it really? What is the mileage, Luke?
245,000.
Barely run in.
Barely run in.
But, I mean, these diesel engines, they can take it, can't they?
Yeah.
What about the petrol engines, Luke?
The petrol engines don't go so well.
So, am I right in thinking that the lump under here is a BMW lump?
It is.
4.4?
M62 4.4 V8. Would you like me to pop the bonnet?
Yes, please.
Yep, cool. No worries. I'll
hold that for
you.
you.
If you hold that for me, this can be done in butter moment. So the most reliable thing on any L322 is the bonnet release, because you constantly need to be under there to fix it. And it's still working perfectly on this one.
Are we having issues? Oh dear. Oh, you've got mole grips.
I've stolen these from you.
Oh, okay.
So if I pop that on there,
simply pop that in
and
there
just
and then
pull.
Simply, yes.
Easy as that. That just needs minor reassembly. And then if we go back around the front, a nice display.
Oh, and there it is.
286 horsepower, and I think it's 300 foot-pounds of torque.
So this is the same engine in Taylor's 540i?
Yes,
Ooh.
yeah, same engine. And they're good engins, except for the chain, the sensors, O2 sensors, cam sensors, cooling system, all of that.
Is this a replacement engine?
Maybe.
Is it really?
Yes.
Oh, when was this replaced?
196,000 miles.
Oh, okay.
So this engine has apparently only done 49,000.
From one Land Rover product to another, and a reminder from me that if you want to buy yourself a used car, van or motorbike, always run a car vertical report on it first to ensure it's not being crashed, stolen, and you guessed it, clocked. If we take Big Pete, who is soon to be retired, as an example, you can see green ticks for odometer, finance and damage that tells me and you that this old boy does not have a shady past. Oh, I love you. And now to give you guys an example of a car vertical report that would make me reconsider buying this BMW 320. We've got green ticks for odometer and finance, but an amber warning for damage. If we scroll down, we've got some pictures, and I can see immediately here that the front end has sustained quite a bit of damage. Can we have a look inside to see if the airbags have gone off? Yes, we can. They have gone off. So yeah, that must have been quite a whack. If we scroll down a little bit further to the damage report, category S in 2018, and then again in 2019, crashed again. So if you were to buy this car in good faith, you'd know that it'd been crashed not once, but twice. So again, do yourselves a favor, do not get stung when buying a used car, van or motorbike. Always run a car vertical report on it. What's more, you will get 20% off using the code V2. Right then, back to it. Got a little bit of bubbling here. They do tend to go
No, they don't.
round.
No.
Oh, yes, they do.
No.
What's happened there, Luke?
Well, what happened there was at some point somebody had repaired it.
Yeah.
And I was with my friend Joe the other day, and the words, "I wonder what happens if I kick it," came out of my mouth.
Okay.
That
That does
is what
happen.
happened.
Weight
Yeah.
reduction happens.
Yes.
So
yeah.
let's just pop that close, shall we?
But can't see it.
No, I can't see it. Yeah, can't see it, doesn't exist.
Yep.
The rear tailgate looks slightly misaligned, and
Yeah.
This
A bit
is
of
all-
2 before hit that, according to the
Oh,
previous
really?
owner. So
Okay.
he repaired it himself.
he's done a good job there, hasn't he, with the filler?
Yeah,
That is
he-
nice and smooth.
He gave up, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
There's a black strip across the tailgate.
Yeah.
There's no reason for that to be there. If you open the rear door, I haven't kicked this one yet.
Oh, there was
So-
a yet.
No. Look, you kick that, you won't go through it. That'll be fine.
I don't want to be the man who kicks a hole.
Oh
in
no,
the
look,
car.
this is mint. This is, yeah, that's mint. I've made a bit of a mess, haven't I?
One thing that draws my eye is we don't have leather chairs.
No.
We've got cloth chairs.
The lowest spec interior you will ever see
But
on an
they're a
L322.
lecky as well. And why is this leather and why is this cloth?
Because I think the police put that little bit in leather to make it harder wearing when you're sliding in and out, like
Oh, okay.
you have to do when you're chasing crims.
So, and we've got a Nokia mobile telephone. Does that work? Oh, look at the graphics. Nokia Labara. So, in terms of this being a policey motor vehicle, what gives it away? What are these? Are these policey things or are these from you?
I've put them in.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that was all me.
Okay.
Things that give it away. Number 1, cloth interior,
Yep.
because you couldn't get that. Number 2, it's the lowest spec. It doesn't even have a heated steering wheel.
Oh,
It's
no.
such a low spec car. It's got empty headlights as well.
Oh, for
no
crying out
xenons. And in the back, there's a lot of clips and trim clips where there were previously holes drilled.
Oh, should we go have a look? I think we should.
And I think what this was for was when, you know, they have like the dot matrix signs in the back that say, "Do not overtake,"
Yeah.
and "Keep left," and things like that. I think that's where that was mounted.
Oh, very nice.
This is my action-ready police boot.
An assortment of weaponry.
Yes, well, there's an axe there that you'll have seen earlier.
Yeah.
There's a shovel
Yeah.
for digging.
Yeah.
There's a pry bar for prying.
Prying.
Yeah. There's a fire extinguisher for extinguishing.
Okay.
And then there's a toolbox and some paracord and everything that you'd need for a breakdown. I mean, an arrest.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you do all of your braking and entering on the left-hand side.
Yes.
And then putting out of fires on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
And then any witnesses get dealt with this sledgehammer.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah.
Is
But-
that legal? Is that all legal? Is that any police officers?
As
care
long
to
as I
tell
don't
us?
intend to do crime, it's probably fine. Although, but by the way, one other thing.
Sorry, yeah.
Did you know that Tom Lenthall's a big fan of this? And I can tell you that Tom Lenthall's a big fan because he's left, clearly, if I just pull this out, he's clearly left something of his in it.
Oh, let me sniff it.
Yeah, do you want to... Go on.
Oh, it's it. Oh,
No, oh,
oh.
what does that smell like?
Do you want to have it sniff? That does smell
Ooh,
like Tom Lenthal
That
after a
smells
shower.
pungent.
It really does, yeah. That's nice. It's for men as well. For men. Not just men, but men. Real men.
Jaguar men.
When is the last time that you saw not only a white L322, but a white L322 with a 4.4 litre V8 from a BMW that used to be a police car? The answer,
Rarely.
well, never.
Oh no, there is one other.
One other?
Well, it's in a museum, but yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's in the Dunsfold collection.
So you drive a museum piece?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an antique, just like me. But does it drive like an antique, Luke?
Well, why don't you have a drive and find out?
Oh, I was expecting you to drive and then, but okay. Can I have a go?
Well, you said you liked it.
I do like it.
Well,
yeah.
of course you can have a go.
Yeah. All right, let's have a go. Right. Get your truncheon out. We're going for a ride. Oh, Wow.
Yeah.
Genuinely wow.
It's not bad, is it?
No, I thought it'd be really sluggish taking off, but this feels pokey.
Yeah.
Feels really torquey.
And
there's something to be said about those engines, isn't there?
Oh, there really is. When they're working properly, they are fantastic. Obviously, this has done a lot of mileage, but the police do look after their vehicles.
Yeah.
So everything, arms and all that have all been changed. And I'm not just saying this is the best driving Range Rover I've ever had.
I'm just so happy. It's just so wicked.
Do you understand it now though? Because everybody looks at me and goes, that does rubbish MPG. It's just another Range Rover. And yet every time I get in this car, it makes me happy.
So look, I have taken the piss out of you for this because you bang on about it all the time. And you just said to me, do you understand it though? I'll let you in on a little secret. I've always understood. I've always loved this and I've always wanted to buy it off you. Genuinely, I really like it. I've never driven it before, but I was like, if I could own this, I'd just be so happy. Even if it drives like shit, which it doesn't, and it does 17 mpg, it doesn't matter because it is just, it's just such a rare find, isn't it?
You aren't going to find another one for sale. Like they were all crashed by the police, or they've all ended up in collections and stuff like that. So it just feels great to drive around, and you take it to a show and people all ask you about it because it's white, because you can see the cloth interior. I have so many conversations, more than any car I've ever owned, about this, and it's still mad to think that 20 years ago someone would have sat where you sat doing 130 miles per hour down the M6 chasing after crims.
Oh, love it. Question?
Yes.
Have you ever driven this motor vehicle and accidentally left the blue lights on?
No, because that would be illegal, and you definitely wouldn't do that in your local area after you'd just been overtaken by a Vauxhall Corsa that smelt of weed.
Genuinely, as not only a high mileage L322, but just as a 4x4 vehicle, it drives so well.
Yeah.
I love it. It puts a smile on my face. It's unique, and it's a £500 glorious shitbox.
Yeah, it really is. It's the epitome of everything that your channel stands for, really, isn't it?
Exactly right.
The engine that was in it when the police had it, still at 190,000 miles needed replacing, but in those 190,000 miles, I've got a document that shows me it had 32 oil changes.
Really?
32.
Wow. And again, that's testament of looking after your cars.
Yep, because that would have sat doing loads of idling as well.
Yep.
So it didn't have an easy life.
And what are your plans on the channel with this car?
So realistically, number one is going to be fixing most of the things that have gone wrong.
Yeah.
At the exact moment I've said that, one job has been taken away from me because the air suspension lights are back on, so that's now working.
Oh, fantastic. You're welcome.
Brilliant. Yeah, no, thank you. I appreciate that. Clearly wants to be owned by you more than me. Welding, paint, and then once that's all done and I've got a good base to work with, I will be vinyling it back up.
Oh,
in its original Cheshire Police livery.
And then nicking people.
Well, that would be illegal, but yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly
all
right,
the time.
So now you're probably thinking that you too want to follow suit and buy yourself a cheap L322 on Facebook Marketplace. Well, before you do that, here are a few things to look out for before you splash the cash. For starters, and as you'll have seen on Inspector Derek, as this car is known, look out for rust, especially on the jacking points, sills, and rear arches behind the doors. As for gearboxes, avoid the GM units you'll find in the TD-V6 Range Rovers, because they're made of cheese and will explode sooner or later. These cars also feature air suspension, so make sure there are no leaks and that the compressor doesn't cut in and out. Also test out that the suspension goes fully up and down without issue. If you've made it that far, then a test drive may reveal suspension knocks and vibrations. This isn't the end of the world, especially if you're a capable DIYer, because parts are cheaper than you might expect. For example, you can get a full set of front arms and ball joints for as little as £100 brand new. And finally, a piece of advice from Luke himself. Issues can crop up no matter how well looked after an L322 is, so don't spend your whole budget on a car, because it's better to spend less and have maintenance budget left over. Alright then, so that is a walk around, a drive of this quite spectacular Range Rover L322. I told you it wasn't going to be a boring one, and I hope I've delivered. Luke, thank you very much for letting me drive it. Remember, you can see more of this car and other stuff on your channel, which is
Garage of Luke.
Fantastic. As for me, I'm going to keep on bugging Luke to sell this to me at some point because I really like it. And yeah, as for you guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow Luke on his new, well, it's not new, on his YouTube channel, which is going to be reinvigorated with fantastic content. From us, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
See you later.
No, you won't, because you've quit.
Oh, yeah.